of Mumbai.
He belongs to a Tamil-speaking family. Ironically, Mr. Mani Iyer never fit the conventional Tamilian stereotype. Mr. Mani Iyer was unable to complete his studies. His father had been rendered immobile by an accident. Even though he had two siblings, he volunteered to work and contribute financially to the family. Due to his lack of formal education, he had to start as an entry-level salesperson for a courier company. His initial monthly salary was only rupees 900.
But 1990, when my dad met with an accident, that time I decided I will quit my everything and I'll look for a job. And my elder brother was very smart. My younger brother was very smart. उनको और पढ़ाई करनी थी. Somebody has to sacrifice. So मुझे नहीं था तो मैं बोला नहीं गया. मुझे नहीं करना है. मैंने चालू कर दिया. काम चालू कर दिया 1991 में ऐसा कुछ काम चालू किया.
Mr. Mani Iyer possessed some of the essential traits of a successful salesperson. He was expressive, sociable, diligent, loyal, devoted, aggressive, persuasive, extroverted, and spontaneous. The best aspect of a career in sales is the potential for rapid financial advancement. In the market, there are always opportunities for performers. Mr. Mani Iyer worked for 4 companies during the following 12 years.
In First Light Couriers, we had a very tough time one time. I was into sales. तो हमारे एक कोलाबा करके हमारी एक रीजन 100% सब लोग इंडियनाइज्ड हो गए. So when they left now, हमने इंश्योर किया कि I personally went to Nariman Point. I remember about myself. I used to pick up couriers. I used to deliver courier door to door knocking in Nariman Point and Colaba. We used to go and deliver the courier. We used to collaborate it. We used to sort it. I remember very well that I used to reach office at around 10 o'clock. I used to reach home on the last train I used to catch from Andheri was at 1:30.
He joined Tops Group Limited as a branch head in 2003, receiving a monthly salary of rupees
25,000
and perks such as a car and a drive. But one of the greatest perks was working directly with the famed Dr. Diwan Rahul Nanda. This opportunity was a turning point in his career and in his life as well. Mr. Mani Iyer was a strong sales performer up to that point, and his exposure to Tops Group gave him a wider perspective. He became aware of the importance of the process-driven organizational culture. His leadership abilities increased significantly throughout his 3 years there. In 2006, he was recruited to a senior position with another security company, Premier Shield Private Limited. Within 2 years of joining, he contributed to the organization's quick expansion, securing big accounts. In one of the meetings, the client suggested that Mr. Mani Iyer start his own business. This made him consider the possibility of venturing out on his own. By this time, he had a firm grasp of the industry. In addition, he recognized that this was his calling and that his attitude and demeanor suited this profession. Additionally, he recalled his mentor, Dr. Diwan Rahul Nanda, telling him that he was made to play in the big league. With the encouragement of his family, he founded Vigours Group with a 4-person staff in 2009. Mr. Mani Iyer had 18 years of experience and was 37 years old at that time. Financially, he had not yet reached a point where he could invest substantial capital or take care of his family with his savings. He had to make a quick turnaround and could not afford to wait too long for revenue to begin trickling in. Since he could neither afford business development staff nor an office, he would spend 16 to 17 hours per day in his car making cold calls and sending cold emails using a dongle internet connection. Initially, to pay his team's salaries, he would simply use his credit card at an ATM to withdraw cash. Mr. Mani Iyer was persistent and tenacious. his efforts began to bear fruit and he gathered momentum. In 2010, he broke into a very large and prominent account belonging to one of the ICCI group firms. This relationship propelled Mr. Mani Iyer's business to the next level. They grew their operations throughout India. Vigours Group experienced a golden decade between 2010 to 2020.
They were billing more than rupees 20 crores annually year after year.
The pandemic of 2020 struck security and facilities management companies very hard. The industry entered a period of stagnation and Vigours Group also experienced a dramatic revenue decline. Mr. Mani Iyer's standard response is, "Let's see." Every time he confronts obstacles and difficulties, he responds with, "Let's see." This expression suggests that he wants to deliberate on the situation, devise a solution, and then apply it ruthlessly. Mr. Mani Iyer desires to place Vigours Group among the top 10 security solutions and facilities management firms in the country and get listed in the stock exchange. Mr. Mani Iyer, let's see.